Why are CDs and DVDs important? In a world where streaming services are taking over the entertainment landscape, you'll be dishing out $10 a month here, $15 a month there, and so on. But the problem is, you don't actually own any of the stuff you're consuming or paying for. A company can fiddle with movies, shows, maybe change a scene here and there. I know that there's been a song or two changed on Apple Music, the lyrics have been changed. Owning a hard copy of something you enjoy on a CD or a DVD is a surefire way to ensure that you won't lose a piece of media that you enjoy consuming. You may have noticed that I've been posting TikToks and YouTube Shorts about collecting CDs, as seen back here. I also have a Shield Hero Blu-ray next to all my CDs. This has been part of my exciting little venture into physical media. I decided to do this because I got so caught up in consuming content via streaming that I didn't even think about using the old clunky discs that take up so much space. That was the case until I was reminded why physical media is so great. First up, we have quality. I went back to my parents' house last spring and was watching a movie on their TV. I live about 4.5 hours away from my parents to go to college, and I just hadn't watched DVDs since being here. When I was watching the movie, I don't remember which one, I got blasted by quality. Quality that I forgot was there after watching on streaming services for so long. You see, when you're watching from a streaming service, you are completely reliant on the quality your internet speeds can provide. And even if you have a good internet connection, the quality is often not as great as it can be. This is because what you're watching is located on a server somewhere far off and has to be compressed, like a lot, in order to make its way to your screen in a decent time. When looking at physical media, you have all you need to watch what you want to watch right there. There's no latency. There's no dependency on internet. You can just plug and play the raw media and get an awesome experience that streaming services often can't provide. Second, we have features. This one applies to DVDs with movies and shows more so than music CDs, but it does have exceptions. When you're watching the movie or the show from a streaming service, you're often met with the movie, probably a description, and maybe a trailer. There's not much there. With DVDs, you're met with interactive DVD menus where oftentimes you can play the movie, behind-the-scenes footage, deleted scenes, or even more extras. And this is a bit of a nod to one of my other channels, Clone Archives, because the purpose of that channel was to share with the world the extras that came with those DVDs, for those Star Wars DVDs from the movies and the shows that I bought God knows how long ago. All those extra features, all those deleted scenes, behind the scenes, all that stuff, that does not exist with streaming services. And if it does, they're probably few and far in between or extremely hard to find. There's just a plethora of media that you might never see if you don't have the DVD for an item. Third, we have convenience. Yeah. I'm going to say that owning a bunch of discs and having to actually get up from one's chair and put them in a driver in order to watch is more convenient. I love streaming services. Don't get me wrong. Streaming services are great when you're on the go. You can just pull up a movie, show, music, whatever, on my phone, wherever I have an internet connection. The problem lies with how these pieces of media are scattered across the vast world of the streaming services. There are well over 200 streaming services available, so how do you know what is where? Many times I, and I know many others, have run into the problem of trying to track down a certain movie or show only to find it exclusive to a service I do not yet have, or just isn't on any services at all and you can't find it. With physical media, you can track down exactly what you're looking for by the name and have it ready to go in a minute or two. If you don't have it in your media collection, you can just buy it once and have it forever. Speaking of forever, that leads me into the fourth point, longevity and reliability. Physical media is perfectly capable of outliving you, your children, your children's children, and so on, if you store it correctly and handle it right. Physical media is a one and done. You buy it and it's yours. Streaming services rely on what the provider wants to put out. Let's say a piece of media becomes controversial. Pressure's mounted on the provider to take it down. They probably would because we all know how bad cancel culture is. Let's say a service goes bankrupt and tanks. Where's their library going to go? Is it going to go to a different service that you're going to have another subscription to? God, I hate subscriptions! Or will it just be lost to time because no provider wants to host it? World War III is about to start, boys! Get your selective service cards ready. What if the internet goes down? What if the internet goes down? What if the World Wide Web is restricted? What if servers are hacked, corrupted, taken over, whatever the case? What about licensing disagreements between the conglomerates? You know how they like to bicker. What if stuff gets taken down because they can't decide who owns what? Streaming contains this level of uncertainty. Obviously, somewhat just fell out of my mouth is far-fetched, but there's always a chance that you might lose access to the entertainment media that you love via a streaming service. And you wouldn't have to worry about that if you had a physical copy of whatever that might be. To finish off my thoughts here, I'm not trying to tell you to go out and buy every single show and movie on DVD and every single album on a CD. I'm just saying that if you really enjoy consuming a certain kind of media from a streaming service, you should at least consider buying a copy for the reasons that I've discussed. It preserves history while providing a way for you to archive a bit of media that you love. Nobody can touch your physical media. Nobody can take it away. Nobody can change it. And best of all, you don't have to pay a monthly fee to access it. If you buy it, you have it. You own it. You have something that you can touch, that you can hold. You can say, this is mine. And plus, we all know that whatever you buy on the internet, you don't really own it. It can be gone. It can just vanish. It's just at the mercy of whoever's running the site. But yeah, that's my little thing on physical media. I like physical media. I think it's a great way for stuff to be preserved because streaming services like to take stuff down and change things and do all the stuff, and you don't really own it. With physical media, you can own it, and you can have it forever. But that's all I'm going to say. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Buy physical media, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.